Okay, great question. Now that we are going into silk press season, which at one point was my least favorite term. I've always disliked when the industry makes up terms or marketing terms so that they can become this, unique thing that they do. I remember asking about 13 years ago, someone said, well, we do silk press. Or what's a silk press? Oh, it's a process that we use to straighten hair. I was like, is it a chemical? No, it's a silk press. And it's just the way that we do it. And I'm like, well, what is the way that you do it? And I could never get an answer. Come to find out, it ain't nothing but a blow dry and a flat iron. But thanks a lot, okay. So everybody knows the term silk press now. And the real beauty of being natural is embracing your natural texture. In my assumption is that you want to continue with that black girl magic, or you want to continue with being able to have healthy, versatile hair that you're not tearing up or wearing, using as an anchor for other styles, or you're just, wearing it one way because you don't love it another way. And that shouldn't be it. The real beauty of your natural texture and learning how to fall in love with it and have a love affair with it is so you can do versatile things with it. So you can wear it curly or natural, kinky, or and also flip it and wear it straight. Put a ponytail in, put some braids in. And so there is a way to take care of your hair. So our question is, what do you recommend for preparing your hair to be blown out and or pressed? What steps do you recommend to return to your curls after you've straightened it? So if you've all heard me, I'll go right back to wash and go styling. Wash and go styling is water. Water's hydrating. Water never dried anything out or made anything dirty. The same water that you use to clean your body before you start your shower is the same water that you should be using if you have natural hair, and with all the benefits is that you'll be using for a lot of times is using that same water to clean your hair. And it gives you an opportunity to do what to textures that are naturally dry and tangle and shrink, to condition and to keep your hair and your strands lubricated and soft. So they're naturally dry texture becomes a texture that's now soft and pliable. And kinky or drier textured hair is like sponge. Like a dry sponge, you can almost break a sponge. You add moisture to it and it goes back and forth. And if you can keep your naturally dry, kinky, spongy hair, in particular, because that's what we're talking about here, is if you can keep it moisturized, that's keeping your hair soft and hydrated. And you're able to heat style, and a week later go back and have your hair bounce back to its natural texture. And which really simply means wash and go is defined by simply incorporating your entire hair care and styling routine into your shower routine. Making sure that you use enough conditioner when you do your wash and goes. Conditioner when you do a wash and go style is like a chemical-free texturizer, right? The amount of conditioner in the water just collapses the hair and it reveals your natural texture, your natural coils. So that in turn affords you to be able to now heat style, because you're now giving your hair the ability to be its own heat protected. So if you're going to get your hair silk pressed, do a bunch of wash and go styles, right? A silk press is almost considered a protective style because it's again falls under the style, protective style, that any style that doesn't require you to have to wet your hair. So you've done a week worth of wash and go style. Like this week I don't feel like being bothered. I'm gonna do a blowout and maybe snatch it back into a ponytail, or I'll do a silk press. So now, because your hair is super hydrated through incorporating your entire hair care and styling routine into your shower routine for, say, a week, just for instance, at the end of the week, your hair's never get grimy or dirty enough to need anything that bubbles, lathers, and suds to clean it. That's where a no suds shampoo comes in. And now you've given your hair its ability to be its own heat protected. So now you don't need excessive heat to blow dry dried out hair. You need your hair blow dry softly. It blow dries easily. And with any additional heat protectant that you put in, whether it's a leave-in moisturizer or Hair Rules Blow It All Out, you wind up with much more pliable, manageable hair that has more shine and luster to it because it didn't get dried out and you're not putting superficial things on it to get it straight. And I've never on any texture needed more than one pass of the flat iron to both straighten and or curl. If you can't do a wash and go styling, well, spend some days sleeping with conditioner on your hair, maybe over the weekend. Or if you have, it's convenient for you to sleep in your in your fresh, clean hair that's conditioned in a plastic cap, and then put a scarf over it and come to the salon the next day. Anything that you can do to hydrate, super hydrate your hair at home, and or your regimen that helps you to afford you to have versatile hair that you can heat style without heat damage. Heat damage comes from you maybe not having figured out your natural texture or regimen. Your natural hair is drying out, you're bored, you go sneak to the hairdresser because you're like, ooh, I need to switch it up because I'm sick of this hair, and rightfully so. But remember, 9 times out of 10, most hairdressers aren't interested in your natural texture when they're straightening it. So for them, the challenge is just to make sure that you get out of their chair with silky hair. They have to go over it excessively with the blow dryer really hard and go over it multiple times with the flat iron. It's blowing in the wind, you go wash it the next week, and now that dried out hair and not heat used on that dried out hair won't go back to its natural texture. It's like dry bones. It's stuck that way. So I hope that helps. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate before do the work before going to get a soap press. Hope this helps.